Hey, what's going on, everyone? What's going on? We are live from you guys can't tell, the beautiful Bora, Conrad Hilton, Bora. And man, I just wanted to come on, do a live webinar because this has been heavily requested about how the heck you guys in Bora Bora. What are you doing? People on our team and our agency, and even random people has been asking the question. Like I've been posting on Facebook, I've been posting on Instagram. By the way, if you want a tour, we'll talk more about that. I have a tour video on my IG at Joe Walker the Third on IG of the room. It's crazy dream vacation, and people keep asking me, why? What are you doing? Why this business? Why did you choose this? And I said, you know what? I've got a couple reasons that I want to share with some people on some, why. And most of the time when I get the question, because the Bora Bora is one part, but the question that I get about why you chose this industry typically stems to what's going on right now. So if you guys don't know this, if you're living under the rock, what's actually going on today? The economy is getting very interesting. We have two presidents that want to be president who are both about to be 80. Well, one's in their 80s, one is not in their 80s. We already know what's going to go on. I laugh and be like, man, while we're talking about who's gonna, be the leader of the free world, because United States president is pretty much leader of the free world. We all know that at the end of the day, these guys might not even be around another 10 years. And so there's a lot going on in the world. If you look at the way the automobile industry has risen up, all the insurance premiums, that has gone sky high. If you look at how much it costs still, I don't care what they say about inflation, how much it costs still to literally eat eggs, bread, meat, shoot, shrimp, all these things have gone up. Healthcare is going up. Everything is going up, and people are asking me, hey man, wait a second. Every time I turn around, Joe, Crystal, even people on your team and people that's been with you, why every time I turn around, you guys are like in other locations? Why every time I look around, it's like, man, I'm getting affected by the economy, I'm getting affected by the market, but you're doing dream vacations, living dream life, like you're just doing life. You guys are making money, you're having fun, you're successful, you're doing life. Why is that? And number one is because we chose entrepreneurship. We chose to be business owners. And just to give you a little bit of my story, me and my wife, Crystal Walker, I'm Joe Walker the Third. Me and my wife, we're not kind of new to this whole business thing. But there's a reason why we chose the financial industry. When we actually started in business, our first business was a car dealership. We literally lost well over six figures, not including the debt that we incurred starting a car business. And why we did that was simple. We figured, man, we was flipping cars on the side. We need to make extra money. We got tired of our jobs. We got tired of people telling us when we wanted to make money, when we wanted to get paid. We wanted more choices in life. We wanted to have more control. And a big part for a lot of people when it comes down to business and it comes down to life and it comes down to their kids, it comes down to their family, is they just want control. And that was us. So we said, well, shoot, let's start a business in the car business because we flipping cars. We put $100,000 of our life savings and debt and credit into the industry, and we ended up losing it. And thankfully, an industry in the financial industry found me. And this is why one of my biggest quotes is six figure loser to six figure winner. You can see it on the shirt, is because we literally lost six figures. And then now we make, in some cases, we make six figures in 2 to 3 months at this point in our careers in this industry. And we haven't even been in a long time. We're just getting started. We're from a small town. Some of you guys may be on here from Killeen, Texas. So we're on a very small town. And this is pretty much our story. And we found this industry through the internet, of all things, through valuetainment, through social media. And we found this industry. We found the whole financial industry. And it wasn't like I just want to tell you this. It wasn't one of those things to where it was love at first sight. I, matter of fact, didn't even want to do the business at all. I'm like, look, sweetheart, I already have a good job. I'm chilling. My job is good. I actually love what I do. You get in the business because I'm tired of you crying. Like my wife, you meet Crystal. She's hardcore. She's a killer. But she would call me at her ex job and she would be calling me crying. Like, oh, I hate working here. Oh, please, I don't want to work. And I'm like, sweetheart, we make enough money, Quinn. She's like, no, I'm not going to depend on you. Like, I'm about to go do my thing. And what ends up happening is we said, start the car dealership. It didn't make it. I see this video on Valuetainment by a guy named Patrick Bet David, and the video was talking about how to create wealth. I sent it to Crystal. I said, maybe this is something that we should try out. Let's start a business in this. And the rest is history. We go from literally losing almost everything, our home, cars, repo, I mean, everything, to end up building a $1 million business in about pretty much 6 years, being licensed, 3 years of actually focused on having a full-time business. And we built a $1 million business, made multiple six figures a year. We get to go on exotic places like Bora, completely paid for. I'm gonna talk more about that. Completely paid for. I didn't pay for this trip, $20,000 trip. And my job at this point in my career is to help other people, to inspire and build other people, to teach people what we've done, to show people that, man, no matter where you're from, you can literally build the type of life for yourself, become a millionaire, make as much money as you want to make, and become financially free. So, with that being said, I got 10 points. I want to go through really quick. As you can probably see, it's hot, but not that hot. Like, by the way, Bora is like 70 degrees right now, so it's beautiful out here. Uh, I'm sorry, 78 degrees right now. So either way, I got a couple things that I want to go through. 10 reasons why we started in the financial industry. And then I have a few bonus because I have like some logical reasons, and then I have a bonus to why we started in the financial industry. Now, number one, when you're looking at a business, you want to get into any business that is need based, meaning people actually need what you do. I think everybody would agree that when it comes down to money in general, people need more money. Matter of fact, not only do they need more money, they need to keep the money they have. So they got to save it in the best way and still invest it, grow it so they can get a return, so they can live the life they want. I don't think there's not a person in the world that would say they don't need more money off the top. So, as a need based business, there's really two industries. My dad always said there's two industries. If you want to become very financially free, there's two industries: get into the real estate industry or get into the financial service industry dealing with money. I don't know why I'm getting balloons going everywhere. But either way, dealing with money. The second thing is scalability. We got into the financial industry because in our car business and other businesses that we've done, we've sold online, we've done internet business. By the way, if you tell me, you ask me, Joe, man, what all have you done? I've done online businesses. I've done affiliate marketing. I've done other network marketing. Didn't really do much of it, but I've done some type of other network marketing. Um, let's see. We had a car dealership. We've done flea market sales. We've done a lot. And one of the biggest things about being in the financial industry is you can scale. Having the ability to start a business at a very low cost and then scale your business, whether it's online or a physical brick and mortar, you can scale it fast. That was a big thing for us to do. Number three, flexibility. The flexibility to be able to do our business from anywhere. For instance, I'm right now where? In Bora. I'm literally doing a live webinar with you today. Um, I'm. This place is crazy, and right now we've done some business from here. Got on our computer, boop boop boop, helped some clients out, and that was it. And now I'm just doing a webinar with the team really quickly, educate some people, teach some people, I'm put this on for other people to know more about this, and that's it, right? That's it, sweetheart. Can you give me a towel? Um, so the flexibility of this business to be able to do this from anywhere, such a powerful industry where you can make literally multiple six figures much faster than a lot of other industries. I mean, we helped people already go from zero to making $50,000 in part-time income. But the flexibility of being able to do it when you want to do it, how fast you want to do it, any platform, major key. Number four, huge income potential. This goes down to the fact of in this industry, there's nobody who makes more money than the financial industry. The fact of the matter is this: the financial industry creates more millionaires than any other industry. Nobody creates more. People are like, well, I read an article. Excuse me. They said, man, I read an article that real estate creates the most millionaires. No. Let me explain. Financial industry creates the most millionaires. What real estate does is it helps you stay a millionaire by having property and equity because they're not building no more land. So most millionaires own real estate, but to create income, to create wealth, to become a millionaire, financial industry is it. The way we get paid in the industry is unlike any other industry. The fact that today, for instance, you can help a person out. They're already probably investing or saving money somewhere. You can help them out and you can say, look, let me show you a better place to put your money that's going to give you a bigger return, that's going to keep it safe. And at the same time, you can use flexibility and features like become your own bank. Now, when you're able to do this, this doesn't cost you anything to me, meaning you don't pay me. Because I educated you, I'm gonna let these major $1 billion companies actually pay me. What they do in turn is they say, okay, thank you for providing that service to you, especially in our business model, providing that service to the client, and you still represent them. We're gonna actually pay you our revenue for the first year, sometimes even longer. Meaning, whatever they was going to make the first year of that policy, that investment, whatever it may be, they're going to actually pay it to the particular agent or business owner. Put this in perspective. Our average client saves about $500 a family. This is not a big number. $500 a family, saving husband, wife, something for the kids for college. That is about $6,000 a year. Out of that $6,000 a year, most of our agents at least make 50% of that, which they make in at least $3 grand. Now, a person like myself and some other people, they're going to make the whole $6,000. But the point of the matter is, you can have an appointment with them, send them a video, do a 30-minute appointment, do 45-minute appointment, do an hour appointment, and within that amount of time, you make $3,000 to $6,000. I don't know about you. You tell me another industry where you can make that. Remember, at flexibility. And remember, on number 2 was scalability. So the fact that I can do that and that I've taught other people how to do that is what? Man, duplication. And now they're actually creating that for themselves. And that's part of our business. The other thing, number 5, proven business. When you hear about the financial industry, I don't have to pretty much tell people it's not legit. Financial industry, you don't have to sit here and convince people that insurance is not legit. I mean, it's a regulated product for the first part. There's investments are regulated. It's a massive industry. You go to any major city, you're going to see the biggest buildings are insurance companies, financial institution, investment companies. You look at the richest people in the world outside of tech, you're going to see them in the financial industry. I don't have to explain to people if it's legit or not. It's a very proven business. Now, why is that a big deal if you want to be a business owner? The reason it's a big deal is a lot of us, and I'll say me. I remember when me and my wife started a business called Shades of Simple. Great business. We had a great product, by the way. When I say great product, our product was very affordable. And I don't care what you bought. I don't care what you bought. You could buy 2 items and you will at least get something free no matter what it is. And it was like a surprise thing. It was a cool business model. But guess what? We didn't sell a lot because people are like, what is Shades of Simple? What is Shades of Simple? People don't say, what is life insurance? Like, they don't know what it is, like, education wise. But they don't like be like, oh, I've never heard of life insurance before. Or, I've never heard of Fidelity before. I've never heard of Mutual of Omaha. I've never heard of Lincoln. I've never heard of these companies. Because it's a proven business already, you don't have to waste time trying to tell people about what you do and how it's legit. They already know this. They already know it's a legit business. Oh man, I got a bee in my face. Either way, I don't know why this bee is in my face. This, when people ask me, is this live? I'm like, yes, this is completely live and I'm getting stung by bees. Okay, proven business model. And you want to be in a proven business model, second thing with that. You want to be with companies or people who've actually done it. One of the biggest reasons that got me in the financial industry was the person who talked to me about it was somebody that was already doing very well. They already have $1 million business. They've already done, and I can get connected with those people. So people talk about your network is your net worth is your network, and because I was already being able to connect with people like that, it just made sense. Okay, so that was number 5. Number 6. By the way, let's do a quick run through of the first 5 because I know some people just jumped on. Number 1, need-based business. Number 2, scalability. Number 3, flexibility. Number 4, huge income potential. Number 5, proven business model. Now let's go to number 6. Number 6 is low cost startup. Guess how much I paid to get into the financial industry? You won't believe it. Now, my car business, it went under fast, over $100,000. Guess how much? Just take a guess, a wild guess, how much we paid to get into the financial industry. My license cost about 130 bucks. I bought my business software, cost about 200 bucks. And then we have licenses in multiple states, about 30 states, I want to say at this point. And altogether, that, I don't know, maybe we're all together in licensing with all these other states that we do business in, $3,200 maybe combined. I'm probably over. The point of the matter is, we make that in a week, and that's not a great week. Like 3,200 in a week is like, okay, well, it could have been better, but next week would be much better. So when you talk about how much it costs to get started in an industry like this to make the income you make, there's just not a lot of industries that can compete at this. We've done things where we had to buy inventory. Inventory costs money, and so you buy all this inventory. You got all this garage full of stuff. You got this house full of stuff, and you're trying to sell it, and hopefully it doesn't go out of style, or hopefully it's not a food item, and of course, it doesn't go bad or spoil. And hopefully people just like it, and if they don't like it, you've already spent all this money in this business. In real estate, you spend a lot of money to get a real estate license. It costs a lot of money to get a real estate license. In our car business, we're buying these cars. These cars cost thousands of dollars. Even a cheap car costs $4,000, $5,000, $6,000. We're hoping to flip it. It's got our money tied up. We bought homes, flipping homes, buying homes, cost thousands of dollars. Great credit, all of these things. And it's crazy because in our business, we was able to make much more money without having to spend nowhere near the amount. And in business, this is something that I had to learn in business, and I teach this in business. The goal of a business is to make as much revenue with as least amount of expenses, so that you can have the most amount of profit possible, so you can have an income. That's business 101. So when you have to spend money to make money, in some cases it's not a good business model when it comes down to if the product is not demanding. Either way. So number 7, blue ocean. Let me tell you why number 7 is important. It's a blue ocean strategy. Like, we have a beautiful blue ocean behind us. Here's the thing about a blue ocean. You want to be in a business that is hot, is strong, it's like it performs. It's not going nowhere. Like, imagine trying to start a Blockbuster Videos today, or even a regular bookstore. It's probably not going to do that well, because of the way technology is now. But you want to be in an industry that has a lot of upside potential, but everybody has kind of not got into it. Now, why this important? Well, there's a lot of people that look like me who don't have representation at all in the financial industry, at all. And so that gave me a blue ocean strategy to say, wait a second. I'm able to do what? I'm able to talk to people about what I do, educate groups of people who have no idea how it works. On top of that, I'm able to show them how reliable our insurance companies are and financial institutions are. On top of that, they don't have to pay me anything, nothing, but they get education. If they want to do business with me, then we do business. And that's the beautiful part about it. And then the companies pay me. And most people don't even know that this is available. A lot of people are looking at other industries, and I'm not trying to be funny. I don't know anybody personally that in the real estate industry, a real estate company has spent $20,000 to send them to Bora Bora. I don't know. I don't know anybody. So when we look at this industry as a blue ocean, at the end of the day, the insurance industry has only about 400,000, 500,000 licensed agents, but there's 330 million people. Compare that to real estate. There's more real estate agents than there is even homes to sell. So you have a pretty much a guaranteed chance to never sell a home. But in our business, it's like 1 out of 700. Like, for every insurance agent, it's like 700 people. So you pretty much, if you don't make money in this business, you didn't know what you was doing. You wasn't with the right people. So that's number 7. Number 8. The business is sellable. I tell people all the time, I don't plan on being in the financial industry my entire life. That's just not going to happen. I plan on doing it, becoming very wealthy in it, like most people do. The good ones do 10, maybe 20 years in the industry, and then they'll either sell it or pass it on to their family. But the fact that I can sell my business, I can say, you know what, I've made, I now make 5, 6, 7, 8, $10 million a year. Maybe I'll sell my business to somebody for $100 million, and I can, go on. How do we know we could do this? We've seen people do this all the time, but one of the most famous people recently that sold their business for a big number was Patrick Bet David. He was able to sell PHP Agency. That's the business that we started with, and we're still with them through integrity. But he was able to sell PHP Agency for an untold amount, but we know it's in the hundreds of millions of dollars. And he was only in the industry for 19, 20 years. The reason why that is encouraging to me, and it should be encouraging to you, is this. How many people do something for money, like whatever you do, for money, for your job, or even in your business, and you do it over and over, over and over. You do it for 5 years, you do it for 10 years, you do it for 20 years. God forbid you leave that job. What do they give you? What do they give you? Think about when the last time you went to another job. You probably was a great worker. You probably was a hard worker. What did they give you? What did they give you? Did they actually give you any equity in the company? Was you able to take all your talent? Was you able to bring on your child for them to have a job? What was they able to do? When you really look at it, most people spend so much time building other people's businesses and dreams, and they don't do it for themselves. And then they sell this business. They sell you with the business. You have no option, and you're just still in that hamster wheel. So the fact for me was like, I can actually sell my business. I can put work in. I can own this business. I can put work in, and then I can sell it to someone else who wants this business or a bigger company, and I can go eventually do something else. I love what I do. I love what I do, but I know that there's other things that God has for me. This is just a part of my story. And I tell people, you're going to work hard doing something. Why don't you work hard doing something that eventually will pay you for the rest of your life? And that if you want to, you could even sell it to someone else. So the fact that you can sell the business is big. Passive income, this is a big deal. There's a lot of types of passive income. I'm not going to get too deep in it. Personally, I believe it and I don't believe it because I've built passive income through having an agency. But the fact of the matter is I had to build the agency. I still manage an agency. That's what happens. It's very rare, even when we own real estate, it's very rare to just build a business or own something and do no work for it. But let me at least explain to you the passive income in this industry. Remember how I talk about the fact that you can scale this business? Well, let me tell you what's beautiful about scaling this business. You can create a business, you recruit people, and you help other people do what you do. And what ends up happening is they give you some type of bonus. The insurance company gives you a bonus for being a distributor. Much like many other type of companies, real estate, even if you go to stores like HEB, Walmart, these companies, Walmart is a distributor. They don't make all the products. You got great value, but they don't make all their own products. They distribute products. That Amazon is a distributor. That's how most companies make a lot of money is they distribute products. They distribute goods, parts, whatever it may be. And so why passive income in our business? When you help other people maybe build a business, if you choose to, you're able to scale that fast, and that's more so where the passive income. So, like for us, we're in Bora, and our agency is still running. People are still making money. They're having a great time. They're doing their thing. Guess what? There is a bonus for us distributing that doesn't take away from them. That's the beautiful part. This has nothing to do with their income. Whatever their income is their income. At the end of the day, I built a distribution business, building a big distribution business. These major insurance companies, these financial institutions, they have billions and trillions of dollars. They're going to pay me. It doesn't take any money from the person that I helped build a business. It's their choice on what they want to do with their business. My choice was to build distribution, train them, help them be successful, help them make a six-figure income or even more if they would like. And that's what it is. Fortunately for us, we've able to help at least 4 people at this point right now build a multiple six-figure business. Every single one of them will make 6 figures plus this year. I do believe there's maybe one or two that could even crack the quarter million, $500,000 mark in income and have their first $1 million business this year. And they have hardly any experience. They haven't been in the industry 6, 7 years, 20 years, 30 years. They've been in 2, 3 years, and at most 5 to 6 years. So that's the best part about passive income. You can help others build an income, and the insurance companies will pay you for it. Now, last one is personal education. I like to end my last one of the 10 reasons is personal education. And this is why. With personal education, at the end of the day, you can take my whole business from me. Take all my business from me. I guarantee you I can be exactly back where I'm at within 12 months. Take the whole thing. Take everything. Give me a phone, take everything, I'll be back easily, probably faster. Why? Because the education of now what I've learned in this industry with finances, with being a business owner, with being a business, I'm having meetings in there's this sand hut. I mean, it's just this hut and it's got this sand, and we're having a meeting with one of the biggest people in the industry, literally, and we're talking about money. We're talking about networking. We're doing so much conversations. The gentleman's wife is telling us about the safari. So the network that we build in here is a part of our net worth. And then the education of what I now know. For instance, when I lost this money in this car business, you know, it took a lot out of us. It did hurt our family. Me and Krista didn't know what to do. Then I learned that if I would have been educated through somebody in the industry, that I could have essentially put that money into an insurance policy called an Index Universal Life. This policy has something called a PVL, Participating Variable Loan. Essentially, I would have became my own bank. Let me tell you what this would have done. This is why education, probably out of our 10 logical reasons, probably the most important one. Because I literally, if I just knew the right information, the Bible says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. My people perish for lack of knowledge. Why don't we have the information that we're looking for? Why aren't we doing better in life? Why are people, getting poorer and the rich is getting richer? It's because information. That is the most important thing, is information. When I got taught that I could have took that same 100K, put it in the Index Universal Life, took it out as a PVL, Participating Variable Loan, and that I would have still lost my money in the car business. But listen to this, but this thing would have still been earning interest, compound interest, uninterrupted, as if no money had been taken out, much like your bank does every single day, and they use your money with it. I would have been able to essentially still been making money off of a business I lost. To put this in perspective, this happened in 2016. To put this in perspective, by now, that account would have had $134,000 in it from money that was not there. Please sit here and tell me that just the education alone in the future would not have saved my life or save other people's life, financial life, by the way. And by the way, when people are like, well, money isn't everything, money isn't, no, money is a whole lot of everything. And it has a whole lot to do with everything. I don't care who you are. You can be the most religious person in the world. You say you love your family, your kids, everything. If you don't have money, you don't have choices. And that's just the truth. Sitting here wiping my face like a preacher. That's just the truth. If you don't have money, you don't have choices. And the reason why most people don't have money is because they really don't have education of how money works. And they don't have education on how to get it. They don't have education on how to keep it. And they don't have education on how to grow it. And that's the truth. In a lot of communities that we teach and we help with money, the reason why they're not successful is because they're doing things that don't make them money. They put their money in places that don't keep their money, and they don't even know or how to grow their money. It's just the truth. So the education alone, number 10, one of the most important things, take everything away from me. Take it all. You can keep it all. I guarantee we're back in 12 months, probably better than ever, because I love when my back's against the wall. So that's our 10 logical reasons. Number 1, need-based business, scalability. Number 2, 3, flexibility. 4, huge income potential. 5, proven business. 6, low-cost startup. 7, blue ocean business. 8, scalable. Sellable. 9, passive income. And number 10, personal education. Now, here's my bonus. I gave you the logical reasons. I wanted to go through there because that's important. You got to know why. I just went through the logical reasons to start a business in the financial industry. I'm going to tell you that for me and my agency, it only costs $200. It only costs $200. You get an insurance license. We teach you how to build your business. We teach you how to have a part-time business. We teach you education that's going to be worth way more to you than honestly what this business can do. Yes, the business will do a lot for you. It's done a lot for me, but the education alone is going to be worth way more to you because you're going to keep that forever with you and you're going to pass that down to your family. You're going to teach your mom, your cousins, you're going to teach people about it. So that's the basis of that. Can I give you a few reasons that's not so logical why you should do the financial industry? It's very simple. Let's start with one of the biggest ones: financial freedom. We hear this a lot, y'all. We hear this whole financial freedom a lot. And here's the thing about financial freedom. Um, Financial freedom ain't free. It costs. And sometimes people don't, not that they're not willing to. See, I'm a believer that people are truly willing to pay the cost if they just know how much it is. People are willing. You never go to a restaurant and when you get the menu and you don't know what the menu, you're reading it and it doesn't have numbers on it. You're like, well, shoot, how much does it cost? Am I willing to eat this? I don't know how much this steak costs. We're in Bora Bora. They have a restaurant that really doesn't have the prices. I called them as a different person and I said, hey, I'm just curious. I make good money, by the way. I'm just curious because why does this resort don't have a price on one of these restaurants? And they said, oh, because sir, you missed it. Actually, there's not a price for the restaurant. It's per person just to walk in. It's $240. Oh, okay, cool, got it. Love it. Can we make our reservation? See, people are willing to pay the price for financial freedom if they know the cost. And the problem is a lot of people on the internet, social media, they don't want to teach them the cost of it. And a lot unlogical reason for doing this industry is financial freedom. See, you're probably watching me. You're gonna watch this live or after the fact, and that's okay. And you're like, why is this guy in Bora Bora? If it's such an amazing place, if it's so cool, why is he in Bora Bora talking to me? And that's a good question. And let me tell you why I'm talking to you and why I want to inspire you. Why I want to motivate you. It's very simple. Somebody, somebody was, without getting somebody who got the same conversation that you're either seeing, they spreaded the good news of this industry, and that's how I found out. So why would I not practice the law of reciprocity? Why would I not practice it? Somebody did this for me. They took time out to inspire me, to teach me, to educate me. Why in the world would I not do that for others? Why in the world for me, especially somebody who looks like me, where there's not a lot of representation? Everybody that we see go to exotic places and all this, and if people's like, is this place real? Is this place real? Oh no, no. Let me explain to you. This place is 100% real. This is this place is 100% real. And I have the choice. Financial freedom gives choices. The fact that I'm able to sit here, do a presentation with the most beautiful water behind me, completely financially free, at a resort where it costs, I mean, literally a Coca-Cola here costs $10. Don't get me wrong. I'm financially free, but I don't want to mistake the fact that Coca-Cola for $10 is crazy. But I'm here. And you know what the crazy part about this financial freedom and being here and being able to go where I want to go, do what I do. You said, Joe, how much did it cost you? It cost me being a business owner. Sure. Cost a lot of time. Sure. Cost a lot of work. Sure. Cost a lot of late nights. Yep. Was it worth it? 100%. I'm here and I'm like looking at the presidential suite. We're in one of the village, Overwater Village. I'm looking at the presidential suite and I'm telling my wife, Crystal, I said, baby, guess what? We're going to bring our family. There's two of them on the end. I said, we're going to bring our family here. We're going to bring our family here. The other thing is peace of mind. Guys, I've never looked forward so much to the future. I remember being in my 20s, uh, not knowing what was next for me. Loved what I did for my job, but I gave up. I said, I'll probably never own a Lamborghini. I'll probably never be, able to go to certain places. I love what I do. It's not going to provide that. It's okay. And I gave up. And now we're in one of the most beautiful places. We got peace of mind. I'll be 40 years old in 5 years. And I'm like, oh my God, when I'm 40 years old, my income's probably be around 10, 15 million a year. I'm not just saying this. I'm hoping I'm inspired. This is not a flex. This is not a brag. This is an inspiration. People need inspiration. I don't want to hear the stuff of just tell me the real. No, you need inspiration. If you didn't need inspiration, you would not be where you're at, because the real is the life that you already have. This is the inspiration part. And peace of mind, knowing that my future is better than my past, knowing that I'm not going to repeat my last 10 years, because that's an issue for some people. My mentor asked me a question when I got in this business. He said, Joe, if the next 10 years is like your last 10 years, what would you do? And the fact that I can be like, dude, my next 10 years are going to be insane. So peace of mind, choices, the fact that I have a choice to go where I want to go, when I want to go, how I want to go, who I want to do it with, when I want to do it, it's just amazing. Choices is it's a massive reason to be in this industry. The fact that we're looking at cars that, you know what, I gave up on ever owning. Now we're looking at buying cars. I was showing Crystal the other day. I said, sweetheart, I think after we buy a new home, because we're going to buy a new home. I said, I think after we buy a new home, I'm really deciding if I want to buy, I'm a Lamborghini person, but I want one with the doors up. I can't buy the $800,000 Lamborghini. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I can't do that. But I said, you know what, baby, I think for Christmas, after we buy a home, I think I might get a Ferrari. Ferrari 458s. I think they're a good deal right now, around 200K. They're starting to go back up in price. Collector's car. I want to start my YouTube channel, buying some vets and different things. And I think we should do that. I gave up on that stuff. I didn't even think it was possible. At 28 years old, 29 years old, I gave up on it. I just said, you know what? It's cool. I love my job. My wife, she'll start the business. We'll figure it out. Things have changed. And then the last things is being able to retire parents, spend time with our loved ones, give my daughter choices. These are reasons to be in this industry. These are reasons to be in this industry. And when people ask me about is it worth it and should you do the financial industry, what's the reasons why, I gave you some very logical reasons that if you're just open to something that makes sense, then there should be a no-brainer. It should be a no-brainer. But if you're really at a point to where you say, you know what, I need a real change and I need it now, this is the best industry for it. The financial industry is the best industry. It completely changed me and my wife's life. It's changing the people around me life. I have multiple people that's going to make multiple six figures this year. I guarantee you within the next 2 years, we're going to have multiple people that we personally have helped make seven figures. How do I know this? Because I'm being taught by a mentor who's taught other people and helping me do the same. So all we're doing is passing down the information. Joe's not that smart. We're not the smartest people in the world, but we're in the right opportunity in the right industry, and it makes it easier to be financially free. So with that being said, those are my 10 reasons on why you should do the financial industry. I have some very, very logical reasons. I have some very emotional reasons that I really believe touch home. And if you want to know more, you could, of course, get back with the person who sent you this link, whether you're watching live or after the fact. Of course, if you see this on my YouTube channel, you can send me a DM if you get this link through. Anyway, just send me a DM back or send that person who invited you to it. And we would love to give you some more information on why this is the best business out there. So with that being said, you guys have a great rest of the day. You know what I'm about to go do? I'm about to go jump into my pool back here. This is my pool. The ocean is the pool. And man, I look forward to meeting you. I look forward to personally helping you become financially free in the financial industry. With that being said, bye-bye.